What's up, everybody? This is Corey from My2Cents, and today we have a screen protector for a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. This is from D&P. This is a TPU screen protector. It's matte on the back. It's supposed to be a full body, so it's supposed to come with the front and the back. It says 3+1 pack in the description that I bought off on Amazon. It was $9 total, and I was really surprised by how many protectors come with this case. I mean, you get actually a bunch. You get two full size, one screen oriented one, so it's a little bit smaller around the edges, and then two for the back side. So that's really a total of 3 tries on the front to make sure you get it right. Or at least one practice installation as well that you can put on the next one. And now all these ones that I've done for the S7 Edge are not the easiest to install. So let's take a look and see what it comes with. We have some edge and dust removal tools. We have a wet and a dry wipe, a D&P microfiber cloth, and then also looks like another dust sticker. So here we have our screen protector. We'll be putting the full size one on. We have our wipes here. We have a dust protector, and these longer ones we'll use to help us put the screen on. Give us a little extra room on the protector itself to hold on to. So we're going to use the wet wipe first. We'll go through and just clean it up, make sure there's nothing on this, no goop, no grime. Remove all the fingerprints off of it. Then we can use our dry wipe and just kind of clean it all up. Kind of give it a nice good polish. Alright. Now that we've done that, the next step is you could easily use the microfiber cloth and try to get any additional streaks off of it if you have them, or you can use this little dust protector here. And we're just going to try to remove all the dust bits that may have been left behind. And depending upon how that looks, you could use your microfiber cloth here as well, just to make sure everything's nice and pretty. Really the goal is to make sure there's no fingerprints, no streaks, nothing on here that would cause this to have an issue once you lay down your protector. It looks like I have something right here, but it turns out it's just a scratch. So let's give it one last go over. Now, this is not super easy to install, and it took me a little bit of time to get everything lined up and figure out how I'm going to do it. So taking the protector, I find it easier to line up the home button down at the bottom. You want to get it as centered as possible. So every edge of it needs to be the exact same distance from the button itself. And then pushing your finger down, making sure everything's going to line up here at the top for the proximity sensors and the camera. You can also check the sides of the phone to make sure the edge isn't going to. But once you get the home button, get the kind of the camera lined up, everything should kind of line up for you. The one benefit of this protector is that it has the same type of glue that the glass protector has, that silicone glue. So you can really pull it up and put it down almost as many times as you want to. So it's a dry install. You don't have to use a liquid on it, which is a plus for me. I do enjoy that. There does give you a lot of bubbles when you lay it down, which you can press out. There's no squeegee included or anything like that, because you can just use your fingers to press them out. So looking at the corners, everything looks like it's going to line up properly for me at this point. So we're going to leave it down. Now, one of the trickier things about this protector is also when you're removing the one side. You saw there's a 1 and a 2 side. The one side is on top of the glue. Pulling that away from the number 2, you want to make sure that it actually stays on the number 2 side. And you can see when I'm trying to pull this apart that it's adhered very well to both of these backings. I actually have to work at it to get the number 2 to come off without the protector pulling up. Now that's good and bad, meaning it's got a pretty good protection and it should adhere nicely. The bad thing being that the same thing would happen if you're putting a case on. You also don't want to spend a lot of time getting the bubbles out of it at this point, because when you pull it up, it's going to want to lift itself back up. And you'll have to reapply it kind of to the screen once it's pulled away. So you get more bubbles that way as well. So we'll work our way around. One thing I did find that's easier when removing the bubbles is I spent a lot of time trying to push them to the sides. Now once you stick the sides down to the phone, it's really tricky to get the bubbles out. It's easier to work them to the top and the bottom of the phone rather than to the sides. working them towards the home button, the camera, or the earpiece speaker portion of the phone is easier to get them out. So now you can see I have all these little tiny bubbles in here. So we're just going to spend our time here pushing them out. Now, one thing that's interesting, a lot of times you have problems getting the edges of these screen protectors to install on the S7 Edge. So the Skinomic one that I've done, IQ, Liquid Skin that I've done, all had a problem adhering to the sides of the phone. This one did not. It went straight down. I didn't have any problems with it. So that was nice. So we're just going to skip ahead. After I push all these bubbles out, we'll take a look at the final product here. Now I'm really happy with the way that this protector went down. It doesn't have the same type of orange pill that you see with a lot of other. This would be kind of equivalent to an HD style protector where it's as clear and smooth as possible. Now, I've seen the zag ones. I've had a zag on my Note 4 that was honestly clear. I had a zag where I had a line right in the middle of it. The difference between this one and kind of the other HD ones is it does have a little bit of wrinkling in the protector. You can see it right there where my light is shining on the bottom of the phone and I moved it back and forth. That there is a little bit of a wrinkle of the protector. That may go with time. It's been about 24 hours since I put it down. Now, all the edges seem great. If you're going to be putting a case on this, you're going to want to use the case actual film, which is nice that it came with both the full size as well as a case friendly one. Putting this in a Spig and Rugged Armor case, it did want to pill up, so you would want to use the case friendly film that it came with if you do plan on doing that. It does come with the back protector as well, which I did not install on this yet, but that would give you a little bit more protection on the sides. Now, I've been pretty happy with DNP protectors. I mean, the glass protectors were pretty awesome, so this one, in my mind, it's a solid 4 stars. The feeling of it when you slide your fingers across it feels like glass. It's the closest protector you can get to a glass without it actually being glass. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.